Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today is another drawing tutorial, and today I'll be teaching you how to draw a grizzly bear. One of my favorite animals and one of the deadliest animals in the entire world. Definitely a very scary animal. So we're going to be drawing one today. What you're going to do is, first of all, you want to start out with sort of a curved line, like right over here, and you want to do it kind of like a circle, but with like a point at the bottom going this way, diagonal down, and then you kind of want to add some like little holes here. You might already know what part of the bear this is. In case you don't like spoilers, I won't tell you. And so you want to like kind of have an arch right here. And then you want to have like triangles, which you probably already know what this is. Of the bear. Yep, that's right. The teeth. Those spooky, spooky teeth. The grizzly bear. Grizzly bears have one of the most powerful bite forces of all animals. Definitely something that can easily destroy you. Kind of like how this that ends like right here. And have the same thing right here. That looks pretty funny. Because you're probably wondering, where's the bottom half? Well, we're getting that to we've just gotten to that. So you know, just like then have those two other teeth right here. Yeah, make these a little bit sharper if you want. The top ones are right now a little bit sharper than the bottom ones, but yeah, you know, that's fine. It doesn't matter, but because this is from an angle. You'll see at the end of the drawing, you will see why this is from an end angle. But also, let's just draw like the tongue, grizzly bear's tongue. Obviously, right now it's roaring. It's actually right now in a pretty cool position. You will see at the end of the video. It's a surprise. So you can see it's just a mouth in a weird position. Now, hang on and you'll see it looks cool. This is actually one of the coolest positions to draw an animal, and you will see why. I decided to do this position of the bear to show you guys, because you guys, I know you'll like it. So as you know, that's obviously the eyes of the bear, and then so just have a short line. It's like this, really light, like really light, and then kind of have like another one that comes around. I know right now it kind of looks like a dog. Or bear, whatever. It does have that little head. And so you kind of want to just keep going like this. Down. And then remember, this line has to be really light. If it's not, then erase it and make sure it is. Then just, then now you kind of see how it's like a bear's face. Right here, just like kind of have like the chin, and then I have like another line right here. And then you need those ears of the bear. So then you have those little barriers. Yeah, they may have a lot of fur, but that doesn't mean they're cuddly. No, they are not. Oh no, they may be cute, but do not go near one. So then kind of like fur going like this, you know, up top, and then like kind of fur right here, it's like going like this. And then you're gonna have like fur like this. And you'll see what this is shortly here, actually. So this is gonna be a close-up. And as you know, if you do not know this already, I love drawing close-ups. Like, probably right now, this looks like its shoulder, doesn't it? Well, actually, it's probably the most terrifying part of the bear itself. The claws. And you eventually see how this close-up kind of fits in. The bear has, of course, 5 claws, so we're each going to do them down. Pretty scary stuff. And then over here, you're kind of gonna make this side come out like this. Then have like some fur. And then have it kind of curve down, curve out like this. And then you're almost kind of gonna do the same thing. You know. Then you're gonna have those super scary claws on this side. So then you basically, these ones are going to be sort of the same stuff, bit different since they're not as close as these bad boys. Still, these are the same thing. Then let's just sort of fix that a bit. Yeah, so now you're wondering, where are the feet? Well, so now we kind of need to continue this before you know where or if the feet are going to be in this picture. That's for you to find out, my friends. So we're just gonna do this, and then like, so you're gonna have like some little wrinkle fur right here, sort of come out like this, and then you're gonna have these come out. Almost as if the bear has lost victory and is looking up to what it wants revenge on, or what it's trying to get. Because they do hunt. They are predators. They're omnivores. It's only polar bears that are completely carnivores, I guess, because they live in the Arctic. No plants or berries grow there. So you, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Okay, so now you probably can see what the picture basically is. It's basically the bear standing up. Pretty cool, right? How like the whole feet's down there. Yeah. In fact, the smaller the feet, the better, actually. Let's make these just no, actually, that's a good size. Okay, so, now you gotta do the fur of the bear, but, like, let's do the face to the body. So, just, like, sort of make this, like, a dark black. So, trace that over. And then, sort of take that and make it gray. As you can see now, those spooky eyes are black. And then you want to trace over these. This is kind of like connecting to the skin of the bear. So, yeah, that's pretty much. So then now let's do the mouth of the bear. Like obviously this is all gonna be black in here. Like this top part, don't make the entire thing black yet. Or actually, it's not gonna be black. Only some, like this whole top part. What? Where'd that come from? So you just kind of make like this, you know. The good stuff. So, you know, this part's sort of done, like the nose of the bear. Now it's time to get to like the head. I probably split this a bit too much, so let's sort of fix that a bit. Yes, you see what I just did was like right there. Okay, so now the fur, let's just sort of like trace this out, keep it smooth, but then as it goes down, you sort of like add those little tiny curved triangles, like how most people do their fur for animals. That would be needed for this area. And like sort of continue that, I guess, a little bit farther. And then do that for like here. For like the chinny chin. Really shows now that you can see how the bear is just like looking up. One scary bear. Actually, let's... Nah, just leave it. Actually, let's make those feet smaller. This really shows that the bear is big. Like, smaller you make your feet, bigger the bear will look, but don't make them too small. Like, this should be the minimum. Okay, so now just do that. And yeah, gonna trace out the bear's fur right here. And those claws. Yeah, actually we'll come back to that in a little bit, just like kind of get this area. Because I want to do the face. So now for like shading in fur, it's not just doing tiny, tiny little lines and then expect it to be done. No, in fact, well, yeah, they are tiny little lines, but they're not just in random positions like they're in consistent positions. Like here, I'll show you. Like for here, I've actually learned how to do this a few years ago. It might look like eyebrows. Like that probably looks a little bit like an eyebrow. It won't as soon as you see that both sides going to be different. So like kind of add little dark strokes right here. Trace that. Little dark strokes for like right here. Yeah. And then they should get lighter. Like this is lighter than that. Like just do it so that it goes around the bear, and then this is lighter. Like, 'cause you'll shade over that. Yeah, he looks like, kind of looks like he's got a beard now. Oh, oopsies. Yeah. If they're a bit too big, then don't matter. Just you can add some over. Like, let's do this side. This side is gonna have the darker fur, just because we kind of want to add some light reflection. So like, you could just start like in here. Yeah, it's always best to do in here. I don't want to break that rule. Okay, so you just kind of do this a bit. And then, yeah, sort of go down with it. You can kind of see how like that. It's gonna be much darker over here than, not much, it's a little bit like shadow or whatever. And like lighter up here, like bear wrinkles. It's kind of just shade some like little designs in here, and then lightly shade for the ears of the bear. Like add a little bit, like we can darken this in just a bit to kind of go with the fur. And then you can just continue kind of the designs you've been doing, I guess. Then sure to lightly sketch that out, lightly shade. Yeah, that's what you gotta do. So like you kind of fan them out a bit, but then keep them consistent. Keep them so that you make sure that you can see the resemblance of them connecting to each other. Like this, you know. Then you can like kind of shade out here like this, so that shade in between those eyes in case they look too pale, which they probably shouldn't if you're doing it lightly. And then so up here, you just like sort out it darker in here. And then, so you don't have to do it for every single part, just the main parts, like the parts that really affect the bear the most. Like I'll show you. So we'll come back to those claws in a bit. First, let's just continue the fur on the outside. So then, like, you know, it's not too dark. It's like, it's a good amount right on the side, and then you just don't affect it more, and you just lightly shade it right here. And then here, of course, it gets darker since the whole shadow thing also affects. As you know, sometimes I like to turn the paper like this, so here's what it looks like if you're looking directly at it. And then we kind of waver it down so that it goes down a bit more. And shade it. Then you kind of see the bear's head and the shoulders, except that little beard thingy or whatever will come back. Just want to really show you how it should look. If it doesn't look exactly like it, just at least similar, and then you're good, you know. Like, this shouldn't be too hard. I'm sure you're surprised about, like, how much easier this is than you probably would have expected. And then it kind of like is really tight in this like little belly. Ooh, excuse me. So then, you know, it's like really tight near this little belly, and then it kind of fans out to be bigger and heavier and thicker fur. And then it's like all of a sudden, probably the darkest place is definitely near the belly. It's just gonna get really dark right here, and then like, in some places it can be even like pitch black, like near his claws. All that good stuff. Maybe add a little bit more here if I didn't do if you didn't do too much, like. And if there's any like white space between and it doesn't look natural, then you can just fill it in with some more fur. And then for those little feet, you don't even need the fur since they're so far away. Or not too much, because it is just the bear's body, but they are all the way down there. Santa Bear. So then just keep those claws nice and white. And then sort of like make it darker right here to kind of add shadow of like how, because bears are usually chubby, especially grizzlies, so you know. And then yeah, right, keep that. So let's take care of this so that no longer looks like a beard. Just add some black right here. And then just keep going like that. And then sort of add it lighter down here. And you have everything, and now is where we need to do those claws. Just trace over everything we did before the next step. Oh, I'm gonna get this a little bit in there too. Those big, scary claws. So now, let's do the fur around it. Around those claws. So like sort of have those lines coming out to here. And sort of have like that black coming in here. Sort of add it so that you can really see, it kind of looks, so you can really see how it's all 3D. Sort of in that sort of area, like you can really see how those fingers are forming on the bear. Or it's, yeah, on its big paws and claws. And then the slider here. Add a little bit more if it looks too pale. You can do that, and you can shade in, which we haven't done here yet, and then it will easily be fixed. And then we add it darker down here for like, and then for the claws, they're not just white. You do want to like add a little bit of blackish gray right here, so that you know, like, stuff reflection, so that it really looks scary. Okay, so now we just have to do it over here, and it's a little bit different since we still have that shadow kind of going. So you want to add it dark right here, dark here, and just go all the way to there. Then you just kind of add the dark here, and then just sort of like continue that going that way as well, not just that way, that way. Just like we did here, so that you kind of see that's what we want to do. And then that will do it. And then you just want to also, to enhance those dark areas, shade them darker, which will be even easier. And plus, you won't even know the difference, just some ways are easier. Then of course, add that little black or something. Okay, so, I guess that's it. That's a grizzly bear. Let's just sign. And now I will sign my name. Have a good day, everyone.